Shall we go in for another go of it? At this point, we've more or less played all the classes that are basically available to us. You basically saw my friend basically play with like the Clairvoyant, the Moss Cloak, and the Obelisk. I played with the Magma Miner, the Chainbreaker, and the other guy whose name basically escapes me. But I'll be using a Weaver, which is basically a class that you have to basically see, so... That's who I'm going to play. There's the party invite sent. We're more or less basically ranked up at the same weight rate at this point, I guess, so I'll ask my friend, I guess, basically if, what is it, basically? He's basically, like, doing, like, the same quest stuff I'm basically doing. So, like, you know, revisiting the Gardener. Do we need, like, to go to, like, you know, do this stuff? He's gonna play, like, you know, the Magma Miner right away, so I might suggest we go to Silent Promenade. Anyhow, I should probably check my daily quest too. So, one hard encounter in Silent Promenade. I guess we will go there. Deal damage. Your party gains shield in a turn, and party ascends bindings. Yeah, I might as well check. I'm actually just waking up at this point, and yeah, I'm definitely recording. So yeah, my friend basically played Moss Cloak. He played the, like, you know, Obelisk here. Played the Clairvoyant. I basically played, like, you know, Godkeeper, Magma Miner, Clairvoyant. He's gonna play Magma Miner. I'll play his character here, Weaver. This is actually one of the tougher characters basically to sort of understand, but we'll see how it goes. Now I do expect to actually die this time because, yet again, I'm playing a character that's very, like, you know, hard to play. There's actually another character that's basically, like, you know, it starts off sort of weak and gets, like, you know, stronger as you go along. And of course, we're rank 11, so yeah, it's getting harder and harder as you go along. Alright, I've yet to do Argolath, so we're going to do him for sure. He's basically a Hydra, so fun. Well, I say like a Hydra, he's more like a squid, but whatever. Do I want to go with the Mark of the Inkbound here? I'll note that the Mark of the Inkbound is very good for Weaver because basically it's like, you know, sitting like, you know, the goo. Molten would be like not bad for me to get. And let's go for this. I'll show why we've seen a bit, but whatever. Alright, got Silent Promenade, Avenged Wood, and Guardian's Edge. So... What's this daily in? Alright, so we're gonna do our daily. I know that the little boost space are also concerning, but I mean, we can deal with like the increased damage, I guess, if we're, you know, careful enough. Alright, Runestone Fragment. So basically you get like, you know, Shatter, Elusive Whisper, get a stack on Blur here. And Silence Metronome. On your turn, smite the nearest enemy. What do I want? I guess I want Ambusher. I mean, they're all pretty weak, so nothing there really helps me. Wine Stick, increased targeting area, that's not bad. On your turn, inflict 2 stacks of Frostbite, 4 stacks of burn to enemies with Fred. Elements of Fred is not bad for me to get because I actually going to rely a lot on like this sort of like a, you know, thing. And pulling Ice Torch is just, you know, on Mac. And a Barrier Potion. Okay, so we got some good stuff, got some bad stuff. I love that this is a character that doesn't actually, like, you know, benefit too much from, like, you know, lots and lots of, like, you know, attacks, but he does benefit from, like, getting, like, you know, weaving for, like, Constrict. Let's do this. And let's do a little bit of that. He's gonna start burning. Let's Constrict back online. And all this, like, in our film about this character is very lacking in movement. And with this, and he's gonna smash. Steady Tortoise on your turn getting free shard will, not bad. But again, I don't really need to, like, you know, to have like more, like, you know, will. I need to pick up like orbs, so Shadow Book on your first turn, gain 1 will and 50 magic damage till end of turn. This isn't a bad thing for me to basically pick on this character. I also could make a poison build if I basically go for everything over here. Poison's not bad for his character if you want to go for that, so but let's take the Shadow Book. It seems nice. Alright, Discharge. Target enemy to convert kinetic charge on Delta into a barrier. So these aren't really that great for me. Shield wall's okay, but again, not really for me. With smoke bomb, I could be able to sort of like, you know, deal these guys somewhat. This is gonna be risky, but I'm gonna re-roll. I didn't get him. Got after image grass and incinerate. Incinerate's not that bad to get, so I might just pick that up right now. Incinerate basically lets me, like, you know, set things on fire, which is, like, you know, good for burn damage, so we'll go with that. Yeah, we'll go for it. My friend can pick up a good binding, and I honestly just sit back and not do it. Hexing Freds on turn start, you can basically hex your enemies, so that's not bad. This isn't too bad. Basically, like, you know, inflict Fred before dealing damage, making 6 stuff. We'll go with this. I can't use this, by the way, because I don't have enough, like, you know, stuff for it, so whatever. Seeing what the right move basically do there, I think. So whatever. Now, let's see how this works. Well, so that sort of works. Basically, you can stitch, like, you know, knock-red enemies, but, you know, it's not perfect. Hit these guys here. Cool, we avoid getting hit. Whoops, I didn't mean to pick that up. I kinda wish you could rewind, like, you know, that sort of thing, but whatever. Let's try these guys together. Another good hit. Make him burn. Bit more damage. I want to keep this bow because I'm gonna have, like, such a lack of movement until, like, you would get, like, you know, something that lets me move around. So we got rid of the worm. Let's do this. Let's get rid of them. No escaping this guy's hit, so... I'll note, by the way, when I have like this fight count, I actually get a shield for like every like, you know, enemy they have. So I'm basically getting like a small shield when like, you know, we press up, but whatever. The heck are these? There's a new enemy I've never seen before. And while I'm fighting crappy stuff here, so training waste can be physical damage, don't really need that stuff for this. Station Grad Klaxon wouldn't be too bad to get. The more burn is basically good, so... might want to get that. This gives me Ambusher though. Now we'll go for Ambusher. Alright, Quicken. Quicken's not too bad for me to get because it lets me get movement. So we'll pick that up. Carver's Refuge, Sea Breach, or the Hovel. Yeah, Sea Breach is fine. I don't usually do Sea Breaches, by the way, because they usually don't really offer you much, but whatever. Blood and Gold. Two colossal vultures are perched above you, with their eyes drilling into you. One's a deep prison, the other luminous gold. Even from afar, you can sense their hunger, a primal thirst for possessions only prey could divide. Do you dare feed them in hopes of some reward? So, I feed some XP. A 20% chance to get a valuable reward, increases odds of reward each attempt, or coins. A 20% chance to get a reward, increases odd rewards each attempt. It's basically pay them like stuff to get a reward. I could afford some HP loss here, or quillings. I got Spike Aquilian. On being hit, inflict poison to the attacker equal to the amount of spikes you have. That's, eh. It's not a bad thing, but it's not for my type of character, so... Good pick. Blue Spine Cold, so we get ourselves a Wool Reserve. Not bad. Alright, now Worm. Okay, let's see how I can do this. Yeah, it's one of his abilities. I don't know which one, so... Drop these guys here. That's useful. We'll do that. I really don't need to use that just yet, so... Him with this. Him with that. So I don't want to be hit by, like, you know, the ink drain from that. It basically will hurt a lot, so... They're getting some special abilities, these guys, at this point. I'm not sure I want to constrict either, because, you know... I need to escape from these guys. So let's just go here. We'll save this for next time. By the way, I do have, like, you know, this, so I can stand in flight here without much issue. I do take damage, but I basically, like, you know, don't have that, by the way, so it's useful. Let's go Stitch on the worm. That's gonna really hurt the hit by the ink drain, so... There we go, knocked him down to next level. Oh, I'm stuck. Crap, I can't get away. Well, I got potions, I guess, so there's that. That hurts him a little bit more. I'll go here. This one was still hitting him. He must have missed someone. Okay, got rid of the worm. Pull him up over here. Cool, so that's why I start pushing them together a little bit more, so we can do this. I've almost got him. I need to get out of here somewhat, so... I'm gonna let him escape it because, you know, he doesn't have to take the damage, he doesn't have to. Now I'm gonna be careful not to constrict because I could hurt my friend here, so we're just gonna drop that there, and that'll be the best I can do. Alright. Inflict mark on all enemies who hit you last turn. That wouldn't be too bad for me to get. On your first turn, if you're 50% HP or below, gain 2% for the rest of combat. I don't really want to take this. Shielding isn't that bad, though, because I'm basically, like, you know, using a sort of shielding type of character, but whatever. This isn't a bad thing for me to get either. On your turn, if your Omni damage is 0, gain 1 will. Well, I already have Omni damage from doing, you know, stuff there, so... This is something to sacrifice, but I mean... It's not bad to get this stuff here. So I'll go for that. Alright, Scorching Sorry, inflict additional 5 stacks of burn. Infering Cooking, gain free Omni damage using a binding until the binding is used. All bindings gain critical chance and critical damage each prey attacks you, so basing up your critical chance. Let's just feel the burn. Keep it simple. Alright, Vestal Shrine would probably be best for me, so... Let him choose. My friend's one guiding us here. Alright, Quick and Stitch, that basically reduces the cooldown. That's actually really good for me because, you know, I always use this a lot for running around. That just makes it do more damage. It's okay, but, you know, not really focusing on the damage converters, really. This one I might be focusing damage on because I basically have, like, magic, but whatever. We'll take this. And Prepared Stitch on full start cost discount. That's not bad. This is, I will be using this a little bit, right? So... Rope Friction. So this actually causes burn if I basically get it up. That's not bad. Inflict an additional 2 stacks of burn. On critting, inflict an additional 8 stacks of burn. So basically I have like a crit, like burning type of like ability here. So if I have my crit chance, basically I'll get more burn. Let's go with this though. I'm not really focusing on a crit build, so... Let's get that. I'll get an uncommon augment. Each fight attacks you grants you shielding space that is up my shield ability. That's not bad for me to get. Vigor's not bad for getting HP, but yeah, we'll go for this. Store of value. On your first turn, all bindings gain critical charge, so that'd be great for that, you know, ability if I had it. Ambusher again. I could get Ambusher up to second there. Spike is not bad, and I also get Ambusher from it. We're gonna get this, I think. Critical charge is not bad. You know, let's just go full in on Ambusher, because, you know, I'm trying to test to see how good it is.